philosophy is that there's divine right order. Spirit is always working through each and every one of us. So I picked that song. Just happened to find it. But not only just picking a song, I guess there's somewhere deep inside of me, I like to be a director. A few months back, I did a song, or had our band do a song, and I choreographed how they were doing it and stuff like that. And one of these days we'll do it again because it was very nice. But I allowed our band to do whatever they did up here because they're professionals. But the fact that Alicia comes walking out, sings a song, and walks among us. That was right here. So when we say there's divine right order, that your thoughts manifest and become real, because we're talking about the ethereal. Spirit becomes matter. Even though I didn't articulate what I wanted to have happen, I had that vision, and I had it passionately in my soul. And it just happened. It blows me away every single time that something like that happens. And the beautiful thing about that is this place teaches you to see the synchronicity of life. Otherwise, you just go, oh, that's just a coincidence. No, it's not. It's divine right order. It's the synchronization of each and every one of us. We are an individual expression of spirit, but we are connected. We're one family on one planet. Okay, it's all right. That's a heavy sentence, especially when you're in the ditch. And you heard us talking about that, being in that ditch, emotionally, spiritually, don't know which way to go, feel stuck. Okay, it's all right. But there's divine right order. Maybe someone bribed you with a breakfast to get you here. It doesn't matter. There's divine right order in everything. So the fact that you are sitting in this chair today means that there's a synchronicity about this talk that I don't know what the heck I'm going to say, but it's going to resonate. And it's going to change lives. And I know that because it's changed my life. And if anything can change my life, I know it can change everyone's life. We are a positive and uplifting philosophy. However, that doesn't mean our heads are in the sand. Some people may think our philosophy is like that. Oh, it's all kumbaya. Some people like to say it's Pollyanna, but that's another talk. Pollyanna did not teach that. We don't go around with our head in the sand going, it's all perfect. No. We know that there's stuff that happens, there's road bumps on our path, but it's just a finite experience of the infinite expression of each and every one of our lives. Sometimes we are low, so low. So we were on vacation in Laguna, and we had to come back early because we had to put down a loving member of her family. His name was Finley. Meant a tremendous amount to the family. And one thing I just noticed just now, listening to Alicia sing, I notice that when I'm in the middle of the chaos and the bottom of that ditch, I act like nothing's happening. Everyone's crying around me, holding each other, and I'm just standing there just, okay, got to get through this. I got to make sure things happen. I'm in that mindset. But my rearview mirror, holy criminy. I was going to say crap, but I'm going to say holy criminy. I'm sitting here today just listening to stuff, and I'm playing it in my head, and I am getting so emotional. So in the crux of what I'm going through, I seem like I'm unattached. But I realize that my attachment is when I'm looking in the rearview mirror about what has happened, and I'm going over in my head about what's just happened. The way I'm built, I'm taking care of it as it's happening, but I fall apart in the rearview mirror. I don't know if any of you can see that or understand that, but that was just something that just happened right now. This week has been a challenge. Oh yeah, it sure has been. I don't need to get into that because I've already said it, and it seems like I do that. Life isn't static, it's always in motion. We talk about that every single week, and I don't know how Dr. Joe did this for 20 years. And it seems like I'm saying the same stuff week in and week out, but it's true. It's one life, and it's always unfolding. But each and every week, there's always something new, some new obstacle, some new aha moment, some new beautiful sunrise that we get to experience. But it's this philosophy that allows us to be attached to this moment, that we can see with clarity the beauty of it all. Even the passing of a wonderful pet. The song that Alicia sang was written by this lady right here, Kristen Marzewski, and she was on America's Got Talent. And I don't watch it, but I just, again, spirit unfolding perfectly. I was just looking through, just clicking on YouTube, and I found this, and it hit me. The song is very basic. It's simplistic. But life is. Life isn't difficult. Life is easy, or it's simple. It's our own thoughts. It's our own rat race. It's our own monkey mind that creates the chaos that we experience. It's not spirit. That's not divine right order. It's our free will that allows us to have this what-if moments. And I've got a few friends that live in that what-if moment as opposed to just living life. So she sang that song and brought them to their knees. But what stuck with me was this. You can't wait until life isn't hard before you decide to be happy. Nightbird is her stage name. That hit me like a ton of bricks. Life is difficult. Yes, sometimes it is, but that's what life is supposed to be. It's not supposed to be this monotone through life that nothing ever happens. There has to be this dynamic range. The highest highs mean that there's going to be the lowest lows. It's that dynamic range of our life that we individually express that allows us to see the beauty of it all in its totality. Because let's face it, none of us are getting out of this alive. Life doesn't happen to you, it happens through you. You notice the it. Divine right order, spirit, the universe, whatever it is you call that higher power, it doesn't matter. It happens through you. Each and every one of us are the perfect expression of that divine ideal of life. We have the free will to express. How about this? Demonstrate. We have the free will to demonstrate what it is we want to experience. Some of us may have had a tough life growing up. And right now, what you're living through isn't divine right order. It's the effect. Divine right order is when you realize that no matter where you are in this journey on your path of life, today recognize that you are a divine expression of that one pure, true, powerful love. And when you can see that in yourself, life automatically changes. It's not a struggle. When we're saying we're in the ditch, I actually picture a ditch like I'm in a hole, and I've got to claw my way out. It rubs the lotion on its skin. Oh, sorry, that just popped in my head, but some people might get that. But you don't have to claw. Just live from that divine ideal that you are perfect, how you are. And when you realize that and you start living your life from that aspect, from that vantage point of knowing who and what you are, that ditch automatically starts to fill itself in. And pretty soon you're at level ground. And as you keep living from that ideal, you notice that ditch has turned into a mountaintop. It is always in motion. You are the vehicle of spirit. Divine right order is always there. What choices have we made to bring us to this day right here? What choices are we going to make tomorrow? Who knows? But it's all divine right order because spirit is the one true life throughout existence. And when you can recognize that in yourself, you don't have to worry about the yellow brick road. No matter where you go, whether you're doing your plow work or not, the yellow brick road is always there because you're in alignment with who and what you are, because you're in alignment with spirit. Life is always changing, but I find myself trying to keep things the same. I get headaches over this one. I truly do. And I'm telling you what, Advil is loving me this week. I think their stock went up 2 cents. But yeah, how often do you find yourself trying to maintain a status quo? Just let it down for a minute. Just allow life to be. Just be who you are. You know who you are deep down inside. Yes, there is this William Conway that's out here and up here standing up, but there's also a William Conway that's inside here that no one gets to see because it's all in my head. There is that pure energy of that ideal of myself. And if I have it, no, not if, since I know I have it in me, I know that each and every one of you have it inside of you. The ditch part is the fact that you haven't realized that divinity in each of you. So today, let's begin that journey in finding that true self of who and what we are. Learning is a daily activity. There's always new ways of doing the same old thing. And let me tell you what, with what I do for a living, it really drained me yesterday. It was an easy job, but I was out in the sun, and I just noticed I was just drained. But even though I do the same thing day in and day out, there's always that mind going off and going, ooh, what if I try this? What if I do that? So no matter what each and every one of you do for whatever it is that you do you find that you think like that? Or that as you're going through this mundane, it's Monday, I got to do this. It's Tuesday, I got to do that. Do you find yourself going, oh, but what if I tried it like this? Or what if I did it like that? There's 1,000 different ways to scramble eggs. It's just scrambled eggs. But there's 1,000 different ways to do that. There's always a new way to do the same old thing. I wake up in the morning. I go to bed at night. Each day I have an opportunity to do a new thing about the same old routine. Learn it's okay to love who you are. That's a big one. We talk about loving yourself, and it's all good words up here, and sitting in the back row or the middle row or off to the side or whatever, or just staying home online. Hi. But learning to love who you are. And I'm saying that truly love who you are and accept you for who and what you are. Forget what you could have done, should have done, haven't done. When we can love ourselves for just being and just doing and realize that that is the perfection of spirit, what we're actually doing in life is really mundane. It's the realization, the thought process, the understanding that each and every one of us are that divine expression of spirit. So even though today, right now, you may feel like you've been less than, let me tell you, you haven't. Because spirit can't be less than anything but perfection. You may have demonstrated less than, but that's okay. That was yesterday. That was a second ago. But right now we have the opportunity and the knowing that we can do better because we think, we know, we're intelligent. So what are the choices that we're going to make today? They can be big, huge, astronomical ideas, or they could be as simple as, I'm going to turn left today instead of turn right. The path is up to you. Feel more connected, even though you may be by yourself. That's one of the things that I've noticed with this philosophy. When you can love yourself, you don't have to be with a group of people to go, oh, you're great, you're this, you're that. You already know who you are, so you can be by yourself. What do they say? An army of one. You and the recognition that spirit is the power that pumps your blood, that beats your heart. When you can realize that you are that divine power, there's nothing in your way. There truly isn't. A constant realization of the presence of spirit will provide a sense of divine companionship that no other attitude could produce. That's Ernest Holmes. And that is so true. When we can be perfectly content, not content, that just seems so minimalist, and I'm a maximalist. When you can thrive being by yourself, that's beautiful. Because the nice thing about that is when I am with friends, or even just somebody who I just happened to meet that day, it's even better. Yes, I'm complete, whole, and content in and as myself. But as we become that and we realize that we are that perfection, it's the cherry on top when you can be with friends and have that same expression. But you don't have to have the cherry to have the flavor of that dessert. And that dessert is your life. So there's two paths here. Which one are you going to take? They seem the same, maybe a little bit different. One seems a little bit smoother. One has that rock in front of it, so I don't know. I don't think I'm going to take that one. Or maybe you like the excitement, the thrill. Maybe you will take that one. But there's not two choices in this picture. There's actually three. I can either take the right, or I can take the left, or the third choice is I could stay right where I am. How many of us take that third option when it comes to life because they think it's too hard one way and they don't know about the other path, but they stay right where they are, and then they wonder why nothing really happens? Life doesn't happen to you, it happens through you. Make the choice to be active in your own life. Take the low road, take the high road. It doesn't matter, because honestly, they both end up together. It's just what type of an experience do you want to have? I know my wife, she loves nice smooth roads. And I like them rocky and bumpy and challenging. But that's beautiful, because we're both right. Being true to yourself allows you to have that divine influence, that knowingness, so that you can be authentic with someone who might need your help. You may think that you're less than, but I can tell you this. You, each and every one of us, are an inspiration to someone else. You may never know that person. You may not even see that person. But just them hearing a conversation you have, or just seeing you walk by and having this glow around you, we're all energy. And light is energy. Sound is energy. Movement is energy. We see that energy. Without speaking a word, people see and feel the energy that you are. And you are an inspiration to someone. Just know that. The power which creates and sustains everything is now creating everything necessary for my happiness. There we go. Ernest hit the nail on the head. Everything is already here. So why am I still sitting around going, what's going to happen? That's a question of the ages. But when I see a sentence like this, when you see a sentence like that, doesn't that give you a sense of, okay, it's all right. I've got this. I can handle this. What's next? It's not what you say, it's the way you say it. Not a period, it's supposed to be an apostrophe. Yeah, okay, so I don't type that well. Sue me. That was Grandma's quote. I love that. And I live by that. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. So at the beginning of this talk, I said, okay, it's all right. Notice how I said that at the beginning. Now, okay, it's all right. Same sentence, two totally different meanings. Wouldn't you agree? Say this with me. Okay, it's all right. Now mean it this time. Just don't say it. Now that you've said it, now that your mind heard it, now that your mouth has said it, now feel it. Okay, it's all right. And so ends your lesson. Buckle up, Buttercup, and enjoy the ride.